and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Uptown Charlotte. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some space here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield off the play fake. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Room here to run. Touchdown, Carolina. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, Guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it?
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson rolling to his right. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Still 9 remaining on second down. Watson off play action. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
He's going to field this at the 4. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Up, up. Back up.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They go play action. Mayfield. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Greg Newsome. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The final shot before the break, Watson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, what I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Shaq Thompson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mayfield now from the 50. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mayfield on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And now Watson throws another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his left. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the end zone, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's a room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games here.